Hi there guys and girls. Firstly, I'm just trying out this as a new backdrop. See how it comes out in the editing. I mean, I know that heater up there is not very, it's not very aesthetic, but I can't move that thing, okay? And I don't have much room in here, so same with this hat rack. So there's that. I'm just trying this out. Anyway, I wanted to do a video about something that's caught my eye on Twitter, and I think it's important to let you guys know too. And it's from John Tobias, the original creator of Mortal Kombat, the original artist on most of the game, most of the original arcade game, if not all, if I'm getting that wrong. But basically what's happened is another what would I call him, an illustrator? I'm not sure if I would call him artist. He does the pencil lining for a lot of, does touch-up work on the art, after the artist has created something, and then he'll go and do the line work, He has recently come out and I think he launched a book, and then at around the same time, he did put up on Facebook, and I saw this myself too, so I can confirm that this is true. He put on a Facebook post the Mortal Kombat logo facing left, not right, like I originally designed it. And I saw that with my own eyes. And I remember thinking, you didn't design that. John Tobias did. And I was a bit confused by it. And I sort of just went, maybe I'm wrong. Because the thing with Mortal Kombat is, there's a lot of things that, just talking with people, I found out a lot of things in the background, little things have come from little, one guy might have done this one little thing, but someone else did everything else, sort of thing. Sometimes there's these little things and little tidbits you find out and stuff. And so I thought maybe it was one of these things. But John Tobias has actually addressed it, and he's actually pretty annoyed, and I would be too. Alright, here's the thing. John Tobias created the Mortal Kombat logo. That's it. That's all you guys need to know. And I'm not doing this video to throw any hate on Paul or on anyone. This is just to let you guys know, and that's what John is doing on Twitter. I mean, he's done that, but not everyone has Twitter, so I'm throwing a video up. But John Tobias has said, I created the logo and Paul did the line work, and he did a great job of it, and he was annoyed because Paul said he designed the logo. I would be annoyed too if that was my piece of artwork. The Mortal Kombat logo, just so you know, the Mortal Kombat logo, I saw it once in a top 10 logos of all time. That's how iconic the Mortal Kombat logo is. It's on so many things. I mean, this is the MKX version. I don't know if John did that or not. That's the MK9 version. But I would be really annoyed. Like, if you were the artist on that logo, and every time you went to the shops, or you went past, GameStop or EB Games or whatever, and you saw your logo on something, you would feel good about it, right? I did that. It's still around, And for someone to then say that they did the logo is wrong. Paul actually denied ever saying that, but John Tobias showed the proof. He showed the receipts. Showed this picture that shows that he said he designed the logo. So, Paul, you're caught out. Okay, mate? Look, I have nothing against you. I'm all about Mortal Kombat. I'm all about talking with anyone who's worked on the franchise, to artists, to line workers, to actors, to motion capture people, to audio engineers, designers, producers, directors, whatever, community managers, press. I'll talk to anyone about Mortal Kombat, okay? I'd still like to talk to you. But here's the thing. You can't claim that logo was yours, okay? You've made a mistake, and you need to obviously say, I fucked up, because the proof's been shown. And I'm sure John Tobias, still respects the work you did on Mortal Kombat, but he's put it out there. He said, I'm tired of people walking all over me and claiming that they did things that they didn't do. Clearly, when you look at the Mortal Kombat art for the arcade games, John Tobias was behind it all. Like, the sketches, I'm talking about mostly the sketches and designs, those cabinet designs when it was going to be called Dragon Attack, you know, he did that art, and then someone like Paul would do the lines and fill in the lines and, you know, harden up the lines and make it, you know, solid, you know. So I just wanted to throw this video up because I think it's important that you guys know John Tobias designed the dragon logo and no one else. Okay, so there's a lot of misconception flying around about that, and yeah, I wasn't going to do this for a while, and then I thought, no, I should do it because, you know, and like I said, I'm not doing this to throw, and please guys, don't go and throw any hate on Paul or anything. It's just, this video is just to let you know. That's all it's for. It's not to start drama. It's not to start fighting or war or anything. You know, it's the last thing we need in the world right now. This is just so you know, okay? And like I said, I have no hate towards any person either on this party, you know, but you know, the right thing has to be said, and John Tobias did that artwork, okay? And all you have to do is look at John Tobias's Twitter and the beautiful sketches that he shares with us all the time on his timeline. Go check them out. Here's a few. I'll put a few in the video, and remember, these are John's work, so just to show you like how good at art John is, like, and the artwork, the work that he did, not only on the arcade games, so he did the Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe comic book as well, you know, and he's always been there as one of the strongest foundations of the original MK game. The game, yeah, I've spoken with Dan Pizzina, and I've interviewed Danny, and these guys, they were all friends, and this is where Mortal Kombat came from, you know, from them running around in a park at night playing ninja, throwing smoke bombs at each other, or flower bombs, you know. That's where it came from. They were good friends. They played Dungeons and Dragons. They were geeks. That's what Daniel told me, you know, and they came up with this idea for this game, and then it was pitched to Midway. That's where Ed was, pitched to Ed, and then it just all came together, and we got Mortal Kombat. So it's a fantastic, that's why Mortal Kombat has such rich roots, such depth behind most things in the game. Like, me and Tabmock especially are the guys who will always sort of deep dive into that stuff and see what we can find out. Even recently, Tabmock did a video about the logos in Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. That's something that always bugged me when I played the game, because I knew the first logo was the Brotherhood of the Shadow logo. I recognized that straight away. I'm like, okay, that's the Brotherhood of the Shadow logo. That's on Rico's back. I've seen that before. I know what's going on. Okay? Then you get to the second floor and you have that circle with the four sort of swirls. I didn't know what that was, but it was a way to like remember your way through the levels. And a lot of people are like, oh, I hate this. I think it was Ketchup or Mustard. One of them was playing it recently, and he's like, I hate this level. I hate it. It's boring. You get lost. And I'm like, but you used the background. And I guess he hadn't picked up on that. You know, I did play the game a lot when I was young, like a lot. And I played the N64 version too, not the PlayStation one, because I didn't have a PlayStation for a while. And then, like, the third floor icon is that Tree of Life symbol, you know, and Tabmock found that out. And we were trying to find out what the circle with the four swirls is. We did find a reference to it, but we don't know if that's what it was referencing yet. But this is the sort of stuff that we like to research. We have a real vested interest in every little element of the game. Oh, and Tabmock found out that the floor and roof texture was a shield knot. You know, all this stuff, you know, a lot of people would just glance over it. And that's why Mortal Kombat has such a deep thing that you can look into. The floor is not just the floor. It's like when I played Doom, right? All the Doom floor textures are just gravel or tiles or steel. I know, because I used to make Doom levels and go through all the textures. You know, there's nothing deeper to it, you know. In Mortal Kombat, there's so many references to Kung Fu movies, and even putting Pac-Man above the red door. I was the first guy to discover that. Tabmock saw it on my site years ago in TMK Trivia. I had the picture of the Pac-Man above the door, and the reason I found that was because in the arcade, there's a flaming torch on the second stage, the Palace Gates, that sort of blocks the icons. You can't really see them. You couldn't sort of see them. The fire's sort of, you know, doing its animation. And what happened was when it came out on Mega Drive, the Mega Drive guys, or Genesis, made the game, and they obviously couldn't handle that extra animation, so they disabled the animated torches. They had the original assets, so they were able to show those icons on that door because they had them. You know, and so when I was playing the Mega Drive version, I'm like, what's with that Pac-Man and Ghost above the red door? You know, and the burger, I guess, is from, I think it looks like a burger from Burger Time or something. You know, there's a little arcade icons above the door. And I actually asked Ed about it, and he said that was a John Tobias thing. So there you go. Little bit of history, because when the last time, I think that was the second last time, it was the second last time I interviewed Ed, which was 2008. And I asked him about that. It was good to ask Ed Boon some of those questions. You know, I had a half-hour interview with Ed Boon, which you just will not get these days. I was very lucky back then. Unfortunately, my camera had no directional microphone. I didn't have a microphone, so the audio is pretty terrible on the interview. But you know, I still asked those questions, and I still got the answers, and I put up a transcript and everything. So, but anyway, I'm off track. I just wanted to do that video and let you guys know that John Tobias is the only man on this planet who created the Mortal Kombat logo, and it was not Paul Nemia. Paul has worked on the games, he's done line work, but he did not design the dragon. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace out.